Welcome back to another iHeat YouTube video, and as we approach the winter period, I wanted to tell you one of my best investments is upgrading to my brand new boiler, and it has to be a smart thermostat from Hive. This of course is the Hive Mini. Today we're doing a full review and walkthrough of the product, but if you are familiar with the Hive ecosystem before and you want to decide between a Hive Mini or a Hive normal size, I've already done a comparison video up here for you to watch and choose which one's best for you. They are both great pieces of kit, use the same software, same app. It all just comes down to personal preference and budget as well. I've had my Hive Mini now for 2 years since upgrading the boiler, and it has been such a great blessing in my life. And I can confidently say it has paid for itself in convenience, flexible scheduling, and reminding me I've left the heating on when I leave in a hurry. If you currently have quite an old boiler inside your property and you are completely set on not upgrading to a more efficient model, getting a smart thermostat is probably the next best thing you can do to save you money on your energy bills. One great thing about iHeat is that when your boiler does inevitably give up in the next few years, when we replace your boiler, we can reconnect your existing controls on your order. So if you do watch this video and end up buying a Hive Mini and then your boiler dies in the next few years, you can still get it connected to your new boiler through iHeat. So head to the website, get a quote, and see if we can get one installed to replace your inefficient boiler with a nice new one. First things first, I do have to say I rarely ever use the actual thermostat itself. The device sits on my wall, I can forget about it, it blends in nicely to my environment, and I'm predominantly just on the app as it is so seamless, really easy to use, and quite easy to teach people as well. Of course, having the physical thermostat is great if you have guests inside your home or if you have a dog sitter or anything like that, as it is so intuitive. 3 simple touchscreen buttons, up, down, very, very simple. In my eyes, the app is really impressive. At first glance, you can see what temperature your house is, or if you have any TRVs like me, you can see what those rooms are also. From there, you can dive right in. It opens up a big screen with the temperature on. You can scroll up and down to go higher in temperature. You can click on schedules to make sure you're all up to sync, turn the heating off completely, and even use the boost function. We'll get to all that in a minute. Now with Hive Plus, this is a premium subscription from Hive itself. You can also look back at data across weeks and years to see when your heating has been used to help you set targets in the future. This means you can save further and even look at how much you've spent over the year as well. But do not feel any pressure. I have never used that Hive subscription and I've got a great amount of value from the thermostat itself. Whilst on about smart, this of course works with your smart home accessories such as an Alexa or Google Home. This is perfect for me as I have one in pretty much every room inside my house. I can ask it simple requests like turn the heating up, turn the heating down, ask what temperature the attic is if I'm already downstairs, I'm cuddled up watching a film, is the attic going to be freezing or is it going to be nice and warm? The boost feature is also available in the app and you can set from 0 to 6 hours of a boost, which is really, really good. If you come in from a winter walk, it is freezing, you can boost the heating for up to 6 hours to maybe 2 degrees hotter, 4 degrees hotter, just so you instantly feel warm and cozy inside your home. This is most useful when you have it in a schedule mode, as if you normally have it come on at 7 AM to 21 degrees, but you wake up one morning and it is absolutely icy cold outside. You want to boost it to at least 24 to feel super warm before you head out for the day. Or if you have the in-laws coming or your parents coming around, you want to impress them, boost it whilst they're here, and then when they're gone, it goes back to your normal, cheap, saving heating plan. One upgrade from your typical manual thermostat is when you schedule using the app. I can go in, there are up to 6 periods to choose from when the heating can be on or off, and you can pick the timings of when they are. 6 o'clock, 6:15, 6:30, and so on. Really precise, really handy, and allows you to be a lot more customizable with your heating. And also, if you notice your days are quite, common, the same thing happens on a Tuesday as it does Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, you can copy your Monday selection across every single day so that the heating comes on at a certain time, goes off whilst you're at work, and then comes back on as everyone starts to come home. Really quick, really easy to edit, and also to teach those older members who aren't really used to using the phone or those nimbly little buttons on the manual thermostat. So switching to this just for that feature alone has been a game changer. Then thanks to Geofencing, there is now this feature that if you leave a certain area around your home, it will send you a notification to check you want your heating on or off. Therefore, if your basic schedule of, waking up at 7, going out at this time, if it ever changes for whatever reason and you leave that certain area, it gives you that reminder to know if you want to turn your heating off. In my life, this is great as I have French bulldogs. We have to often rush out to the vets for 5 to 6 hours when my schedule just would not apply. When I get to the vet and they're looking after the dog, I get that notification, do you want your heating on? I'm like, oh God, no, this isn't something I should really focus on right now, but That small saving and that little headache when you come back home is saving my days every week. If I just had a manual thermostat or a smart thermostat without geofencing, I would come back home from that horrible traumatic day to find my heating's been on the whole time, costing me even more money. These little incremental changes every single day can save you a lot of money over a year. Appearance wise, it is super compact. It fits into most home aesthetics and environments. It has that mirror finish at the front, which can be very difficult to film, as you can see here. But in terms of usability and comfort, it is a perfect little device to fit inside your home on a bookshelf or on the wall mount, or you can get the little stands off Amazon, which look really cool too. You will need the hub that doesn't always come included, which connects it to the Wi-Fi, so I can use my phone from anywhere in the world with a data connection to control the heating inside this home. If you don't get the hub, you can still use the phone whilst you're in the house as it's connected via Bluetooth, but anything out there, you're missing out on quite a lot of features in my opinion. The geofencing, the controlling from anywhere, and just checking on your house when you're out. What's the heating at? Are my dogs okay in the summer heat? What temperature is the room? Really, really handy, and I find that I use the app anywhere outside of the house a lot more than I do inside the house. The receiver goes above or below the boiler, really tidy to all the wiring and pipe work. It doesn't stand out, it's not an eyesore, and I've never had any issues with reconnectivity or it unpairing or any issues at all actually. Obviously I get comments every now and again saying this is disconnected after a power cut, and that is just things you can't really blame on the devices, more just your area. And not to mention their customer service and support team is vast, as it's been around for so long now and they have a lot more products out. Downsides, of course, the price is around £120, which is getting into that competitive market with those OpenTherm compatibility thermostats. OpenTherm is a different type of software language that thermostats can use to control your boiler further. It allows them to modulate closer to your schedule times, but if you don't have a boiler that can operate with OpenTherm or it isn't compatible with those fancier thermostats, this is a really good way to go. Please bear in mind on top of those costs as well, you will need to get the thermostat installed. This isn't really something you can do yourself, and us at iHeat can definitely not recommend you do it, as in some cases you will have to take the case off the boiler to do all the wiring, which a gas engineer would have to do. So if you are looking at getting one of these fitted, look around online, there might be a tutorial out there, but always go for that gas engineer, local gas installer who can fit this for you. Overall, the Hive is straightforward, easy to use, simple to teach others, and has a great support network behind it with their customer service. If you're looking to add smart schedules to your life and want to have smart home compatibility, asking Alexa to control the heating, or be able to see your heating from a glance anywhere in the world, this is a great price entry and a great way to do so. Any questions, do leave them in the comments down below, and if you are in the market and you are looking for ways to save on your energy bills, the best place to start is with your boiler. A new inefficient boiler can save you a lot of money on your energy bill, so go to iHeat.co.uk for a quote. We can install the very next day your brand new boiler and stick one of these Hives with it too. Thanks for watching, subscribe for more, and I'll see you in the next one.